Yeah, greetings. Salute to everybody. Otutu ọma, ekaro, machin, ojeko, jambo, mangawa nini, saubona, dumela. Greetings to you all. Now my message is simple and short. This goes to all Africans and African leaders. This message is for everyone. Now my message is simple. Make what is impossible possible for our people. This is one thing I've realized about Africa and the hair problem. If you look at the Jewish race, they have what we call Aliyah, which is path to citizenship for people who are of Jewish Israeli descent. They have, access to citizenship opportunities. But likely Africa, the only country I know which have pathway to citizenship for the African diasporas and African descents is Ghana and Sierra Leone, to be honest with you, which other African countries have to learn and make it possible. Rwanda have to work on that. Burundi have to work on that. Kenya have to work on that. Uganda have to work on that. Nigeria needs to work on that. Togo needs to work on that. Benin needs to work on that. Burkina Faso, Guinea, and other African countries across Africa have to work on that. Create African Aliyah, pathway to citizenship. Create this so that Africans diaspora will have this, what you call African Aliyah, which is pathway to citizenship. When they have pathway to this citizenship, when you offer them citizenship, African descent and African diaspora, to be honest, if we talk about Africans descent and African diasporas who have made it big in the diaspora, the number is huge. Why can't African leaders open those opportunities for African diasporans and African descents to come back home, invest into things which are resourceful for the African continent? When we talk about Africa is a land of opportunity. If people see there's no opportunity in Africa, they sound silly. This is one thing about Africans. We have it all. We are a blessed continent, but yet we act like we lack a lot, which we don't lack. No matter the education and degrees Africans and African descent have acquired, why can't they make good use of those degrees? How can foreigners come from India, Lebanon and co, and when they come and open companies in the African continent, they make money, they make good money, they go to India, Lebanon and their country of origin and invest into their country of origin, and the economy in their country of origin keeps moving forward. Why can't we Africans also learn? People will blame it on colonialism. People will blame it on African leaders. But we have to blame ourselves as Africans. Why don't we give the African youth opportunity so that they can do something with the knowledge they have acquired? Why can't we give them the opportunity for them to use the knowledge that they have acquired to build Africa? My message also goes to Nigeria. I'm hearing about the 2023 election. All I'm going to say to my fellow Nigerians is that vote wisely. Don't just vote because you like the person, only you like the person, but get to know the kind of person you are voting for. What change does Nigeria need? Nigerians have been talking about corruption. The upcoming president, what is he going to do to solve corruption in Nigeria? Have Nigerians asked themselves? and also Kenya as well. My message goes to Kenyans. Since Kenyans have elected their new president, William Ruto, what are Kenyans expecting? What is William Ruto going to do to put Kenya and Africa first in whatever he's going to do? We need leaders who are like-minded, like Muammar Gaddafi, Kwame Nkrumah, Thomas Sankara, Patrice Lumumba, and co. We need leaders with that same ideology and that same principle to change the African continent. I won't talk much. When I talk about Africa problem, it's going to take me long. But I've said enough. This is the time for us to unite. We have been brainwashed. We have those colonial mindsets that we are our own enemies, which we are not. We are all one big family as Africans. Let us unite. Let us unite as one people. My message to African leaders: create a program known as Investment in Africa. And trust me, give it years and see what impact it's going to have on African soil. Let's create an investment program for the whole African continent. And people should focus on what they have to invest to help Africa develop. I've said enough. I won't talk too much. Let us invest. Let us pay attention to the upcoming African youth who are also joining the fight to fight for African liberation. Let us pay attention to them. Let us pay attention to likes of Usman Toure of Gambia and co. Let us pay attention to them. And let's see the change that we're going to cause in Africa. We have these colonial mindsets, and that have affected us. That's why we are not united. When an African sees another African, he thinks that his fellow African is his enemy. But it shouldn't be that way. We are one family. Let us unite. It's either we unite or we perish. There's no two ways about that. Let us put a stop to anti this, anti that. Let us put a stop to tribalism. Let us put a stop to tribalism, which is a dangerous tool that is destroying Africa. Let us put favoritism aside and let us work together as one people. Rise up, Africans. There's nothing that we put into our mind that we want to do that we can't do. If we have the can-do spirits as Africans, trust me, there's going to be a big change in the continent. Let us invest into things which are resourceful. Let us create impossible paths to make it possible for our people. Look at the resources we have. Why can't we make good use of that? Why can't we invest into things which are resourceful for our development? African royals have to change their mindset. African kings and queens who are practicing monarchy have to change their mindsets. You should be the role models to the upcoming president or whoever who is the current president. Back then, our African royals had wisdom, had the knowledge to rule a particular community or town. You are the one who have to teach them, enlighten them, so that they can make a good decision. Ghana needs to wake up. Enough of the bribe. Enough of the corruption. Enough of the greediness and selling your continent as a product for the West. Let us come together and unite. I've said enough. Let us invest into things which are resourceful for the African continent. Let us create impossible. Let us make the impossible possible. What is they said is impossible? Let us make it possible. And trust me, give it some years and see how powerful Africa will become. Let us stop the anti stuff, the tribalism. It's not going to take us anywhere.